Right now, severe weather alert. Fighting the freeze.
A freezing, frightful commute. Another refreeze is on the way. What are the worst spots in town you should avoid?
I'm about to bust my butt on this ice out here.
Walking in Memphis, or more like slipping and falling if you aren't careful. What's being done to keep you safe on the streets?
Why are some highways high and dry while your neighborhood is still frozen solid? WMC Action News 5 investigates the cold, hard facts.
Then, from running with the Bulls to fighting for his life, an Ole Miss student's brush with death. WMC Action News 5 starts right now with a severe weather alert.
From icy roads to sledding on hills to slick commutes to work and back home, the Mid-South is still feeling the effects of this freeze.
We sure are, and we're not done with winter weather conditions yet. Our team has been working to keep you safe, but first let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Dave Brown. Dave?
All right, it's been a day where the sun shined today. We got quite a bit of it over the metropolitan area for sure, and that helped a lot. But there are still many patches of ice on the street. How does the evening shape up? Well, not too cold. I do expect that at 7 o'clock tonight, we will be mostly cloudy, 30 degrees of temperature, below freezing, but not a lot below freezing. And look at this, the temperature holds right across through the evening hours. Cloudy at 9 o'clock, and what's that at 11? Snowflakes? Yes, there's a chance for some snowflakes, at least across part of the area during the night tonight. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk about the refreeze and yet another chance for snow, all coming up a bit later.
All right, Dave, as of right now, Shelby County Schools and the other suburban Shelby County school districts have not announced whether they will have classes tomorrow, but several other Mid-South school districts will remain closed. You can see if your school is closed by looking at the name scrolling at the bottom of your screen, as well as on our website. Just head over to WMCActionNews5.com.
Did you slide from your neighborhood but experience smooth sailing out on the interstate? Well, you are not alone. As you can see from Chopper 5, there's a big difference in how the ice was cleared by TDOT and City of Memphis crews. But why? WMC Action News 5 investigator Kanji Anthony went digging for answers. Kanji?
Viewers are asking us to get answers why it seems all roads are not treated equally. Check out this time-lapse video, a Tuesday morning commute. You'll notice how icy the roads are here on Germantown Parkway. When the video takes you to the westbound I-40 on-ramp, you can see the slippery road transform into a dry highway. Some patches of slush here and there along the route, but for the most part, a thoroughfare clear of Mother Nature's wintry wrath. A stark difference from the roadways on Germantown Parkway and then when the camera hits Sam Cooper in Memphis, where the ice and slush return.
The highways are better.
So why do some feel the highways are clearer?
Traffic helps. Today the sun's been out so far, so that's helping us a lot too.
TDOT's responsible for highways, and municipalities and counties are responsible for roadways in their respective areas. Responders say many factors impact the cleanup. The Tennessee Department of Transportation has tractors with plows, dump trucks with salt and plows. The city of Memphis does not have plows in the budget due to cost efficiency.
We plan based on what we see as our operational need. Historically, we've just never had much need for plows because in this area we don't get a lot of frozen precipitation.
One viewer asked our Andrew Douglas on Facebook why the roads can't get scraped and resprayed while we're sleeping. TDOT says they scrape the roads in 20-hour shifts. The city of Memphis treated the roads around the clock.
We use salt and sand primarily. We did brine early on, which is a great way of trying to do preventative, and now we're in the reactive stage. So yeah, salt and sand is what we're putting down.
The city of Memphis has only 13 salt and sand trucks. TDOT has 45 to 50 crews on the highways across Shelby, Tipton, Fayette, and Lauderdale counties. With the refreeze ahead, responders could have another long night. And Shelby County Public Works sent out a news release. They say that they've added 2 road graders to their efforts to remove slush before this refreeze takes over. Reporting live, Kanji Anthony, WMC Action News 5.
Although we did see a little bit of sunshine today, it just wasn't enough to melt all the ice-covered sidewalks and some of the roads, leaving a high risk that you could fall and possibly hurt yourself. WMC Action News 5's Jerry Askin took a look at how you can avoid the fall.
Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm going to fall.
As people like Kiana Lewis tiptoe down the icy sidewalks Tuesday,
Well, we just take a slow step. We slide a little bit. We try to be cautious and be safe.
we watched as crews all around town cleared sidewalks, working to make them safe for walking.
In this type of ice, you just don't know, what to wear. But I'm just walking tenderly and very slowly.
In the past 2 days, hospitals in Memphis have already seen a few patients show up in emergency rooms from falls, twisted ankles, and other weather-related injuries. The Bonner Children's Hospital has seen at least 10 people show up to its emergency room from sledding accidents. And it's almost like a skating rink in some places around town. The best advice if you have to get out and walk is to simply be careful.
Even if you're walking out on the street, you want to make sure you kind of bend at your knees and take slow steps. That way you can decrease that risk of falling.
And if you're forced to walk in these icy conditions, the best advice is to be aware of your surroundings, wear reflective gear, and look where you're going.
I know ladies love to wear those high heel shoes. They're gorgeous, but this is actually not the weather to walk outside in high heel shoes. You want to wear something with some traction on it.
Advice Kiana Lewis only has to hear once.
If I ain't trying to hurt myself out here.
In Memphis, Jerry Askin, WMC Action News 5.
The Mid-South isn't the only place impacted by the severe winter weather. Over in Middle Tennessee, snow and ice created hazardous travel conditions. With slick roads and bridges, several school districts are closed tomorrow in Middle Tennessee. Nashville's mayor is urging drivers to stay home. And up on Interstate 55 in Missouri, plenty of roads cleared. But as you can see, Scott County had about 2.5 hours north of Memphis. The interstate was still full of snow and ice.
Icy patches on the road may have given you a few headaches while driving today, and with the chance of a refreeze tonight, the problems could get worse. WMC Action News 5's Felicia Walton has some of the worst spots you should watch out for. Felicia?
That's right. A lot of the roads are clear right now, or at least until the refreeze. I was traveling through Memphis all day long and looking at some of the problem areas that you need to look out for. A lot of people were skidding, sliding across many streets in Memphis because of ice like this that are on the ground. And this ice is catching many people and many drivers off guard. From downtown to midtown, it's large patches of ice on roads you need to look out for. Cars along Martin Luther King Boulevard are getting stuck and sliding through the streets. Trucks on 385 are spinning and crashing because of winter weather, which has many people trying to avoid the roads altogether.
Well, we haven't gotten our car out since Saturday, so I've just been staying in and off the streets.
As some take to the sidewalks, others appear to be more brave, daring to drive in these icy conditions.
It's terrible because it depends on how the weather is, and if your vehicle not up to par, it's not going to be right.
At intersections of Main Street downtown, a car behind us and our own WMC-5 photographer could not take off right away after waiting at a red light. Another area where cars get stuck at are large hills like this one. The thick ice creates gliding and almost no traction. The A.W. Willis Bridge is a prime place for problems after a freeze. Here's a video from my commute. I stalled out on the bridge and got help from a city worker. When it comes to dealing with these slick streets, some people just aren't willing to risk it.
Because they've been so icy, and I've seen people slipping and sliding and watching the news, so I've been just avoiding.
For this right here, this is black ice. This is regular ice, and this is the road. You can see the road and the black ice are almost the same color. So whenever you're hitting the roads today, make sure that you take extra caution. Reporting live near Midtown, Felicia Bolton, WMC Action News 5.
All right, remember WMC is your severe winter weather station, and you can look for updates both on the air and online at WMCActionNews5.com. There, you'll also find many pictures of other Mid-Southerners surviving our winter weather. Make sure you send us your pictures now. The place to send them, my5 at WMCTV.com.
Justice is coming for more rape survivors as the city of Memphis works to end its rape kit testing backlog. Debbie Certain is one of the latest survivors to get some form of justice. She was raped 15 years ago, but a man was arrested last month after her kit was finally tested. Memphis's sexual assault kit task force reports more than 5,300 out of the 12,000 kits have now been tested. As a result of those testings, there have been 58 rape cases indicted.
Still no arrests in the death of 19-year-old Jessica Chambers, who was found burned near her car in Panola County, Mississippi. Now investigators are zeroing in, trying to determine where she was for a 1-hour period. Investigators have pinpointed where Chambers was for most of the day, except for the crucial 1 hour between 6:30 and 7:30. The district attorney in North Mississippi says he's releasing this information in hopes someone will come forward with clues in Jessica Chambers' death. If you know anything, there's a toll-free number to call, 1-800-729-2169. Well, here's a thing to behold. Dogs chasing you on the sidewalk, dogs perhaps chasing you on a bike trail. It's time Andy Wise tested something that's going to the dogs.
Bull terriers to poodles, Pomeranians to police dogs. We'll run them all to test the Super Dog Chaser. Its lights and ultrasonic alarm are supposed to scare a charging dog away. So I'm running and firing the Super Dog Chaser at all kinds of dogs in all kinds of scenarios, including one scenario that's downright terrifying. Andy, will it work? Only on WMC Action News 5 at 10.
New and next at 6.
Not one, but 2 chances for more snow in my forecast.
Plus,
the choice to run with the Bulls could be the last choice you ever make in your life.
an annual tradition that could have cost a Mid-South college student his life. The shocking video of moments before he was gored by a bull. And all new at 10. Will Shelby County area schools close Wednesday? Our Sasha Jones is riding along with crews to find out how they'll make that last-minute call at 10.